Welcome everyone back to another Agent Juice video. This here, we're going to be doing the how to win in-game for beginners. So, I started off with the Danish Gambit, and we're sort of at the in-game now. I kind of really know what you'd call this, kind of in the transition point, but I'm going to try to threaten the bishop, and hope they don't notice. But chances are they will. Yep, like that. Okay, go there. They'll probably go there. Actually, yeah, that actually also works. I'll go up, I guess. I'll keep the threats on. Pushing is an option. No, it's not, because it's countered by that. I suppose I can do this and then push, takes, and then takes. That'd be something that I'd want to do. Now, what is their idea by trading? I don't think it's that wise of me trading now. Instead, I'm going to do that. That to there, I think it's going to be good. Okay, sure, they can go back there if they want. Now push. Eats. Okay, good. Now here we go. They check. And I push. Now that would have been very fatal for me if I didn't make a little good counter move earlier. Oops, they resigned. Let's play another game, and I'll try to find a kind of better one. Actually, instead I'm gonna show you something kind of good that you can do in games. I mean, I'll go here, and then I'll just like analyze this here. Let's analyze that. And I'll just show you what could happen. Oops. So now let's just go back to the very beginning here, and let's just say okay, very standard thing here. I'll just like kind of do a bunch of average stuff that the opponent does here, and then you'll kind of see. Now this is a very average kind of game for beginners, to have this here, that, then that, that. Okay, cool, we kind of reached a middle game thing. Everything is sort of developed in that. Now, this is a very common thing to have happened. That was just another little extra thing that I have seen people do a few times. Go to there. Go down there. Yeah, that's very common, because now this pushes that and then they'll win it back. So I've seen a lot of people do this. Queen takes, that takes, that takes, and this thing here kind of happens a lot. Now I'll try to get us to a kind of an in-game-ish stage. Oh yeah. Sorry that I'm not really commentating in this part. It's just that I'm trying to get to the in-game. Okay, cool. We're kind of at the in-game now. the Richter scale would go down for it, and now I'm going to try to show you how to make the comeback at this. So first of all, to play aggressively, you'd sort of, like, you need your opponent to do something where you can sort of break through. That was a good move. That can now go out there, and then you can do that. They can take your thing, you can take theirs. Okay, and now that goes out, and then this here happens. Now, what could be very bad is if, say, this was here, and then they moved that to there, because then that attacks it there, and also down there. But now then again, you, that won't always happen. Wait, no, that would not happen. That would not happen. Let me just undo that. If you ever get a game where that happens, count yourself lucky. Now they'd probably go out there. Now I don't see how that's a blunder, but the computer says it is. And now we do that to there. Okay, sometimes I'm confused about why the computer thinks everything is a blunder. Oops, nope, that's a big blunder. Okay, so maybe I am just kind of trash at chess, but whoever does know. This, now that. Now, kind of here, isn't it kind of bad because then you go to here, and now you kind of really revive the Richter scale. Okay, yeah, sure, that. And then that eats. And that can eat. And then, and this here, now, there you go, you kind of gotten your thing back. But then that might not always happen. Let's just go back a bit. And just, like, say all the way back to when we did this rook trade. When we were down in the losing part. We made it back there, right? That comes in, we trade. Alright, but that won't always happen. Okay, instead here, I think they might do is that, and then take. Because now they can move this to there. Now that is then what you want to be wary about. So then you'd go to here, I'd say. Now, of course, the knight will probably still come out to there. How's that a blunder? Anyway, you can move that forward. Knight could go back. And then you just eat. And there you go, you got yourself kind of an extra place. But that is just assuming that they do that. Many other things that could happen. Like, see, before this, I don't get how they think that's the best move, because you can just do this. Now, after you go to here, then that eats, then that eats, now that eats. You've got yourself a bad position. Okay, cool. So now you'd want to look for some, like, reviving kind of material that you can do. Like, they check, cool. That down to there. You might want to do something like, let's just say for an example, they do this, a useless move, like that. Actually, that's not that useless. Okay, fine, that's questionable move. Let's say they do that. Okay, somehow I hit the beast move. You can go back, targeting that thing there, as the red arrow shows. Now let's say they do this down to there. Now what would you want to do? You'd want to keep your bishop safe. So, say now if it goes there. Taking this, then that eats, bad idea. And even if it looks kind of not that bad for you, let's say back to there. What maybe would they do instead? Maybe move forward. You can go there. The bishop is dealing with it. Apparently the best move was there, but it's also there. Of course now it's not your move, so you wait for them to do something. Probably there. Good move. I'd say a lot of people do that. And that's also a good move. According to the computer at least. Now it's black's move. Now black is ahead a bit in here. Now, oops, you might want to look for blunders like that. And then you go check. They wasted a move. You know, you sort of got yourself a little bit back into the game. Of course, you won't actually fully be able to like complete it. But then there are always those occasions where they blunder like that. But then you know what to do. You can take. But of course, they probably won't do that. So instead they do the more safer option. Not like a daredevil like me. And then say that out to their threatening. And then we kind of do loop-de-loops. And that is where you know that you managed to make it sort of more like a stalemate. And then other things can happen. So like, actually no, let's just undo that. Say this really dumb thing happens. They move that to there for some reason. They do that. Now that's a blunder because they can take, but they don't see that. Instead, they move king back. Then you take, and then this is where it kind of gets dumb, you know. And then you're back in the game. But that probably won't happen. Even so, it's still gonna happen. Next video that I'm going to make, it's going to be how to win with e4. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Sorry that first game couldn't do that well. But see you back in the next video. Bye.